Hey guys, Les here, aka Gorth Valiant, aka TRB Vlogs. Gorth Valiant is, of course, the old name of this channel, recently changed to TRB Vlogs, again because it's way easier to say. That being said, we're technically not in our event rental shop today, we're just outside of it. You can see there, that's the bay door there, and we're just loading up this truck. Also, I'm hiding from this sun, and even though I'm not really afraid of this sun because it's quite nice to have some sun up in Canada in November, it's just obviously you can't really, we don't want like an ultra blurry video here. And we are loading up the truck for a job that's tomorrow, so that's going to be exciting. Hopefully I get some footage out of that. Oops. But let's talk about two ways that I get work and let's say I succeed from that work, because that's important. I mean, you can get work and you can still fail, right? Everybody knows that. So two ways to get work, but also succeed from that work, successful work. Let's call it that. Number one is be different. We recently, Lee and I, check out his channel, link in the description, did an interview with Corny Carney, also link in the description, we'll throw it in there. And what was the one takeaway with Corny Carney is that he has very unique, different branding. And he has, AKA he has a strong brand. He's very, very different. And if you're searching through Google, you just kind of choose someone, you're maybe not looking as a customer for something very different. But certainly if someone goes to do a service for you, and they do a good service, but you're different in some way, even the way you physically appear, they'll remember you. And 2 years down the line, when they want your product or service again, they'll go, who should I use? Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. Because they remember you. And the more different you are, the easier it is to be remembered. Add a good, if you combine that with you doing a good service or providing a good product, you're gold. That's gold. And therefore, you will get work. And, as long as you're not silly about things, most likely you'll succeed from that work. We'll talk about kind of the catch to that, the kind of succeed to work in point number 2. The second way to get work, okay, and to succeed, that's the catch, because you want to succeed in that job. And by succeed, you want to make a profit. And, I don't want to be greedy, but we're entrepreneurs. What's our goal? It's the bottom line. We want to make money so that we can build our business and we can have the freedom for the future. I know it's cliche. I used to work for this millionaire guy. Okay, I know, millionaire guy. Everybody talks about millionaire. It's such a, again, cliche statement. But this is true. I was 16 and 17, and I learned quite a bit for him. I was just doing some construction work around his yard, but he had a liking to me, and we chatted a lot. We had beers together, and something stuck with me. He said, Les, do you know why my business succeeded? I said, no idea. He said, because I didn't say no to work. But, okay, I'm not talking about, someone says, can you do this for $5? This is the clincher. I didn't say no to work, but if I was afraid of the job, if I was hesitant, if there was more risk associated to it, I would simply quote hire. And so that's very, very good advice. If you're afraid of the work, it's going to be cold outside. I'll give you an example, setting up tents in the wintertime. I'm up in Canada, and I've set up a dozen tents in the wintertime. I have the right materials, okay? Now, technically, there shouldn't be too much snow accumulation on these tents. And so what do? If it's snowing, I'll blow the snow off. And I will put $500 in the quote that I'm out there blowing the snow off. Again, you have to have the right materials, make sure you're insured properly, and quote much higher. Not only do we add that $500 for snow removal, but we double the price. If you're afraid, go ahead, triple it. You'd be surprised at the work you get. Why? Because no one else is doing it. They don't have any choices. An organization, a government, a municipality might need the tents or might need whatever you're doing. And everybody's too afraid or whatever to do it. And there are just no quotes available. So don't be afraid to quote higher. If you're afraid or hesitant or there's some risk, I'm not saying take every single job, but I recommend just quote higher. Don't, if you're a little bit afraid, just quote higher. And I'm saying a lot higher, because that way, if something does go wrong, well, you're covered. Make sure you're covered with insurance, but also you're covered if there is a smaller monetary loss that you obviously don't want to go through insurance for everything. We actually have no claims here, for example. But say something takes twice as long, and you end up paying 8 hours of labor. Well, you're fine. You've double quoted the job. You're fine. And you know what? When I do this, I'm surprised how profitable those jobs become. They're very, very profitable. So those are my tips, guys. Hope they helped. You don't have. That's just what I do. You don't obviously have to do it. And I hope you have a good weekend. Take it easy. I welcome you to subscribe to this channel. We'll see you later.